If you've ever swiped a card and wondered where the money actually comes from, or why grown-ups say don't use credit cards but still carry 5 of them, this video is for you.
A lot of people today are dealing with confusion about how credit cards really work, and the advice they're usually given sounds simple. It's borrowed money, pay it back. But it doesn't actually explain what's happening behind the scenes. In this video, I want to offer a different way of thinking about credit cards, one that makes sense even if you're just starting to learn about money. The most common advice around this topic usually goes something like this: credit cards are just plastic money. Use them and pay them back later. And to be fair, this advice isn't completely wrong, but it skips over how they actually work. That explanation was designed for people who already understand banking and interest, not for someone learning about money for the first time. So if you've been feeling confused about what happens when you swipe a card, it's important to understand this: you're not slow. What often looks like not understanding money is actually just adults explaining things in a complicated way. Once you see the simple truth, credit cards stop feeling like magic. Instead of thinking credit cards are plastic money, it's more useful to think of them as permission slips from the bank. This idea is based on a simple observation. When you use a credit card, you don't actually pay the store, the bank does. In this way of thinking, the card is like a promise note from the bank to the store. The bank pays the store immediately for you, and you pay the bank back later, plus a little extra if you're late. This isn't just theory. Every time someone buys coffee with a card, this exact dance happens in seconds. So how does this actually work in real life? It starts by understanding what happens when someone taps their card. Instead of asking where does the money come from, ask yourself who pays first and who pays second. For example, when mom buys groceries with a credit card, the grocery store gets paid by the bank that same day. Mom gets a letter later saying you owe us money for those groceries. If she pays quickly, everything's fine. If she waits too long, the bank charges extra money called interest. The key thing to understand is that credit cards aren't about having money right now. They're about borrowing money quickly and promising to give it back soon. When you stop thinking of cards as magic money and start seeing them as quick loans, everything makes sense, even why adults get nervous about using them too much. If there's one idea to take away from this video, it's this: credit cards let you borrow the bank's money to buy things now, and you pay the bank back later, with extra charges if you're slow. The smartest people understand this simple truth and use cards carefully, not carelessly.